a tanker, then I got out and came back in, and then I was a computer science major, and I worked for the Signal Corps. And then my last few years, I worked as an acquisition officer. I went to Trajectory last year and started the process by recommendation from a friend of mine at church. Cool things. A lot of the stuff we don't understand when we go into the VA. Some of the injuries that we had while in the service. If you go directly to VA, they just don't have the manpower or the willing to. I don't know if it's the will to help you or they're overworked. But a lot of times with preconditioned medical issues, a lot of times they're not fully investigated, and the stress that these injuries bring on, they don't fully appreciate or research fully. Although they tell you they're there, and when you contact them, a lot of times you just can't get appointments with them. But anyway, it's just a hard process without knowing the correct step to get all your medical historical documents approved and get medical appointments set up with VA. And they can get the right paperwork done, and they can do an interview with you and review your medical history and your appointments in line. And it's I worked for years, 7 or 8 years, trying to get some of this taken care of, and nothing happened. And I worked with other organizations to assist me. I paid small fees and nothing. Well, small accomplishments happened, but when I went to Trajectory, starting to get appointments and was able to see doctors and related my problems to them and got things accomplished. It doesn't resolve, my physical ailments, but it does feel like you're being appreciated for the service you gave to the country and the injuries you received while on duty, not being neglected as far as getting, medical benefits for that. Also, increasing your benefits over 50%, then VA starts paying you that extra salary a month, and it's definitely helpful when you have additional health ailments to have that extra money each month coming in. And the other benefit being having this VA disability is it's non-tax money. Below 50%, they reduce it from your retirement pay as non-taxable money, but over 50%, then you start getting additional funds that's non-taxable above and beyond your retirement salary. It's how would I say that? Yes, it's fair in that you only deduct the increase that we would receive from VA. Is not really money out of pocket. It's funds that VA would pay us for our disability. So it's a good way of the veteran not have to put money out from his own pocket, but it comes directly from the increase or back pay that we receive from VA. Anytime I had questions, I could call. They set you up on different teams. And if you had questions, as long as you went back to that specific team that knows your situation, and they'll do follow-up. And if there's any problems, they are there to assist you with all the paperwork. And I think that one of the beneficial things is that they'll sit down and do an interview with you and go through your medical problems. And then from there, they'll research the requirements and allow you to submit the correct documents to DA, which is a big help. Knowing what documents to submit was beneficial.